Before I call out the first speaker, when I asked our first evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Shubhadeep, as to what was his favorite conference, he said the one we did at Infosys, of course, Vijay. What else? Because Sasta and Jain, Sasta was there as the district director, and Jain was the conference chair, and JC was the co-conference chair, isn't it? Truly an amazing conference. You pulled it off so well. I remember that conference fondly. The second one was yours, of course, he said. So I'm going to pick that answer now. His favorite conference is Reverberation 2014. We'll keep it that way. Without further ado, Shubhadeep, may I please request you to give out the project objectives of our first speaker?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. And I really like how the Toastmaster Day is talking about district confessions without confessing the fun night events. So kudos. Having said that, the target speaker today is attempting his level 5 speech from the innovative planning pathway, which is the high performance leadership. And this is his first speech in the series. He has to repeat this speech later as well. The specific purpose of the speech is for delivering the first of the two speeches of this. As a part of this project, he is supposed to apply his leadership and planning knowledge to develop a project plan, organize a guidance committee, and implement the plan with the help of a team. And this is the first speech where his purpose is to introduce his plan or vision in a 5 to 7 minute speech. All the best to the speaker, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Shubhadeep. Our first speaker for the day is distinguished Toastmaster Ashok. Sorry, my apologies. Toastmaster Ashok Kumar. He is attempting a project from the path Innovative Planning Level 5. And the speech title is There No Mint Chutney? When I asked Ashok what was his favorite conference, he said Reverberation 2014. So Shubhadeep, be kind to him. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our first speaker, Toastmaster Ashok Kannan.
Thank you so much, DTM Vijay. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. Last Wednesday, I was at my breakfast table. So I walked groggily to the breakfast table. I was still not fully awake. But what I saw on the table lit up my eyes. Dear Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, good morning. So what I saw on the table was the handiwork of a culinary magician, my wife, a Spartan spread of breakfast, a nice breakfast on the table. The star of the show was that jasmine idli and accompanied by a tiffin sambar, Ratna Cafe style tiffin sambar. And next to that was the white coconut chutney, and then the rich man's food, tomato chutney. Despite all this, I had a grumpy face with a lot of discontentment and expecting something more. I asked this question to my wife, is there no mint chutney? With a grin, she said, there are so many side dishes on the table. Are you still not content? On that Wednesday, that was my wake-up question. So I call that the Wednesday's wake-up question. Is there no mint chutney? Though there is such a nice spread of breakfast spread on the table, which will rival any restaurant, which was prepared with so much love and care, I was fretting over that missing mint chutney. Dear Toastmasters, after every Saturday meeting, I ask myself a Saturday shake-up question, which was very much like the Wednesday wake-up question, which is something like this. What can be done better in PR, the club's PR activities? And that is when I thought we should do something more in the next 3 months. So With the Toastmaster year starting in July, we have completed 3 months as of date today, 30th September. So I spoke to my mentor, DTM Satish, and we decided that we should do a little bit more in the next 3 months. So what can be done better in the next 3 months was what we discussed. And that was the Saturday's shake-up question we were talking about. So coming back to the vision and plan for the next 3 months, we want to do something that will pivot the PR to the next level before January 2024, the new year. So how are we going to do that? There is a proverb which says that you can't achieve anything alone. If you want to go far, you have to go together. And so I'm seeking the expertise of this guidance committee made of 3 members, DTM Satish, DTM Aarti Mangalam, and DTM Jayachitra. So I asked them if they can commit a time of 15 minutes for the next 3 months to meet for 5 times, right? 3 times on 7th, 4th, and 4th November and 2nd December on a Zoom call, and on 21st October and 18th November, where I will share the accomplishments over an email and they will provide feedback in return by email. So now we have a vision, we have a plan, and we have a cadence set up, and we have a guidance committee also formed. So now all this can't be done alone. So I'm looking for an A team of 3 members. And one of them would be the subcommittee of the VPPR, which will be Toastmaster Meenakshi Sundaram. So I'm looking for 2 more who can support in this leadership activity for the next 3 months. So what are we going to do? Now that we have a guidance committee, we know what we are going to do. What is that we want to do? I'm summing that up as CPR. CPR, the PR is going to be our tagline. So what is C? Be consistent and creative when it comes to PR activities. So after every meeting, I get asked this question, can we do something little bit more on the PR, right? Let me share my screen again. Can we do something more on the PR? Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can we do something more on the PR, or the template is too cliched? And the triggers, what are the events that need a PR? So we want to identify everything holistically, all the triggers, and come up with minimalistic functional designs, but still leave room for creativity by keeping an open white canvas. Coming to the next P, being more predictable and agile. So we want to lay out all the PR activities that we are planning to do for the next 3 months on pen and paper by anticipating all the unknowns, right? Be it the speaker dropout or some ambiguities that we'll face in the way. We want to lay them out on pen and paper. That is the P, predictable and agile. The next comes, let me share it again. Sorry about this. Okay, the next comes R, which is reach out and engage. PR is a 2-way street. Rather than just sending out posters, we want to engage meaningfully by reaching out to the right audience via the right platforms, and thereby strengthening the digital footprint. Thereby, to sum it all up, I'm going to talk to you again on December of 9th, when we would have accomplished all these activities and the 5 cadence meetings. And by then, we would have figured out that missing mint chutney. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Ashok. What a wonderful speech. Wishing you and your team an amazing year forward.